as you know, it's already April 9th, and yes, I know, it will now be, believe it or not, 3 months since that infamous January 9 incident in my household. And look, as of today, as of recently, I'm I'm a little bit over it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm completely over it, but it's just that I'm, you know, I don't really feel as shaky as I was in the past. Like after a month, and even the second month, after that happened. So, you know, I just feel like now I'm just feeling a little bit numb to that incident. And right now I'm not saying I'm fully healed, but for the most part, I'm continuing to do what I'm doing, as much as possible, distance myself as much as possible, going out, even though I didn't really go out all weekend, which is first. And obviously, with the whole gas price situation, thanks to Voldemort 2.0 and this ongoing war, even though right now a ceasefire has been stated, and I mean, who knows how long that's going to even last. At this point, it's all actions from him, and what's projected to happen in the coming days during this ceasefire that is currently happening right now. Who knows if it'll be 2 weeks? You know what I mean? But I digress. This whole January 9 incident, I think I'm at a point where, like, right now, I feel fine. I feel less shaky, to be more specific, than I was, after the first month, and even after 2 months, right? So, I've been able to help out, with some of my family members in need of what they need. As you know, we got a new fridge, and it's temporary, I heard, because the one that we have right now is pretty small. So, I haven't heard a noise like that for a car since Mario was in my dump. Because I remember he used to drive a car. I don't know exactly what brand that he drove, but I remember every time. Here we go. I remember when we would leave at the end of the day, and Mario would drive out of the driveway. His car is loud as ever. It's super loud. Not even kidding you. He got so annoying at times, but but he was a cool dude, man. We always talked sports. He was a Clipper fan, a so-called Clipper fan. He was a Laker fan before, right? I don't even know now if he's still a Clippers fan. I know the Clippers are in the play-in tournament. They're already secured, after starting the season 6-21. So he should be, he'll still support the Clippers no matter what, even if that whole aspiration thing from Kawhi may still be put on hold. Who knows what? Not that I even care much about that at this point, when the bigger focus is the economy, as it ties into this ongoing war that's just been nothing more than a disaster that may be on the verge of being what may appear to be the World War III. Now, of course, I don't think it's gonna. Hopefully, it won't get to that point. But it is what it is with what's happening right now, and so there's not much to even say. Heck, in my dump, the printer is not working again, and it hasn't really been that long ago. In October, that printer was down for like 2 weeks. I bet you it's gonna be the same way, because I heard the service department has to get like a, get a new part for that. So that means we're not gonna have it for a week. This is where we're at with this place, man. It's nothing but problems. It's nothing but problem fixing. Always have to fix problems, this and that. Hey, can you get some paper? This and that. Hey, can you fix this paper jam? This and that, this and that. Hey, can you fix my computer? Change, there's something wrong with this. This is what this dump has come to. It's all problem solving than actual work. For Christ's sake, my role as a fake graphic designer or a graphic artist is more like I'm a part-time technician, as Claudio used to say, or would say. Anytime I'm out there, quote unquote, fixing printers. Come on, man. Well, let me just get into this topic as it does pertain to my stay in this dump. Look, man, I'm just tired of this, and I already alluded to it before. When it comes to remembering certain memories, I'm all about that. I'm not saying I'm not, right? I'm all about the nostalgia. For goodness sake, I feel like I want to go back to my past. When I was a kid growing up, and we had this, we had that. We had these awesome toys, watching awesome cartoons, and life was great when gas prices were not $4 or $5 or $6 a gallon. Get to go anywhere, this and that. No stress, none of this. But I'm at a point now where I'm just tired of remembering a lot of this. I'm tired of missing these certain people, this and that. You get rushed sometimes just saying we miss these hangouts, we miss these people, we miss them, miss this, miss that. And you got Ernie, the lifer. He has to admit it. He's a lifer in that place. Hasn't done anything. He said he applied. He's gotten nothing. So what? He's giving up, and all of a sudden he's going to be a lifer. This is exactly why sometimes I don't want to even talk to him. Because I know he's the only dude that rocks with me. He's the only one that calls me J-Flow3, whatever. Because nobody else up there does anything for me. Nobody else up there makes me belong. Nobody else in that dump makes me belong. You got Johnny just so busy that he has to cover for a lot, or some of the sales reps that are gone, including Terrence, who may not be back. And all you get is Ernie, he's the only dude that cares for me. And that's a concern. And he's wanted to do since that I've known since day one. This is how bad my life has gotten, dude. I can miss all these people. You know who I really, really, really miss? Since this topic is about, just missing people and remembering people. You know who I really miss right now? Krista. I miss her a lot. I know it's like, I don't know why I'm thinking about her lately. I just know she was somebody special to me. She was my competition by heart. She may not be the prettiest one. She's very pretty though. But I always thought Christine was prettier, but the prettiest competition by heart. But Krista could be like it's time between her and Kirill. I want to go to Kirill, but man, I don't know, man. I think they're all like a close ranking here. So, look, man, her and Rhea, of course, Angelique, of course. I mean, you can't make it up. And as far as this dump is concerned, Paula, Laura, obviously Trinetta. I can't help but to miss all these people. I get that. I get we want to go down that lane. But at the end of the day, I'm still in that dump. And regardless of how good I do or whatever it is, I don't feel anything from anybody around me. I feel like a wall. It's like people there just don't appreciate my existence there, dude. I mean, at this point, how can anything be my fault? But of course, guys like Julio will never believe me, because this is exactly why it's so hard to argue with guys like him and Andrew and Robbie, because it's pointless arguing with them that even if I had to respond to what their criticisms of like for example, Robbie said, yeah, hey, well, you know, what was it that he said before? It wasn't about the apologies thing, but he said, cut your losses and this and that, or you know, I'm trying to remember, but I remember more about what Julio said about like start taking accountability, and you know, start owning your failures, this and that. Nobody else is responsible for. Like, this dude is notorious for telling me about accountability, even though I think Andrew was the first to bring that up. But Julio has been more on it than, well, I'm talking about like just recently than, you know, Andrew has been on it for me. But you know what? I'll take that back. I think Andrew has been way more on it than Julio was recently. You know, that's it. But it is what it is. I'm gonna still stand by what I said about, you know, my dump being this and that. Since my dump loves to blame and deflect people, well, guess what? I'm gonna continue to blame my dump no matter what. I don't care what any of these guys think. Carlos can feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't want to go back to social media, dude. These people don't understand where I'm coming from. They're gonna say that I'm ill-minded, that I'm toxic, what have you. Fine. I have no reason to go back. Still, I already talked about that the other day. So look, I can miss all these people. I can miss this. I can miss that. If Ernie comes out reproaching me, always like, I mean, it's sad to say, he's the only dude I'm comfortable with, and he feels the same way with me. It's like he has a sweat. He shows it to me. He doesn't do it with. Well, I know he has friends here too. Don't get me wrong. He talks to other people like Ashley and all that. But when it comes to me, it's like, that's my brother. That's my Jay. This and that. I feel like he's the only friend I have at this point. And Johnny's so very busy with his sales. He's doing good. He has no time to play ping pong with me. The only person who was gonna play ping pong with me was probably Francisco, if he ever drops by. Whatever, man. I'm at the point where I'm just so annoyed that it has come down to this. I miss this. I miss that. I remember this. I remember that. Well, I just don't want to get to that very much anymore, man. Because I'm still living a stale life that I'm just trying to get out of. And I got a job interview that is all the way in Tustin, but it's like half an hour. To me, honestly, I wouldn't mind it if the gas prices weren't this high. But they still are, man. They better get this dude out of office. I'm sorry. Voldemort 2.0 needs to go. Because nothing is going to get better for me if I'm still in this dump. And I'm sorry that I had to go off so much lately. I don't care what anybody. If I'm scaring anyone here watching this video, I'm sorry if you feel a certain way. But I'm always keeping it real, as you know. So, yeah, I'm at the point where it's just useless for me to just keep on missing things, missing that, remembering this, remembering these memories, this and that. I don't remember anymore. Look at all these people I've moved on. All my ex-close friends, my ex-work friends, this and that. So, you know, it is what it is at this point. I don't like talking. This is why I refuse to talk to anyone up here. I don't want to talk to anyone. Even Ernie. I don't want to talk to no one. This life sucks that I have. And I'm sorry. The world is turning against me. Everybody else is doing great. So be it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm still going to have to keep on doing what I'm doing. Because, you know, if I continue to have this stale life, it's only going to get worse. And I am keeping it 100. Because for all I know, I don't care what month it is. I don't care what day it is, right? You know, we're living in tough times. We all get that. But I'm at the point where it's like, yeah, I know in my mind, I miss all these guys. For goodness sake, I have my ex-close friendships memorial wall that all around me, all around my desk. Because they meant so much to me. And it's not to disrespect who I have, but, you know, it all starts from there. I miss all these guys. I miss Krista. I miss Angelique. I miss Rhea, Christine, Kirill. I miss even some of the guys that, like, you know, that could be a little bossy and annoying, but at the same time, they was cool. I'm talking about guys like Glide. You know what I'm saying? Even temporary ones like Stephanie, Alyssa. The list goes on, man. You know, I'm done. Let this day rot, man. Where's the receptionist, dude? What is going on, man? Just laziness at the next level, man. Peace. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.